Hello and welcome to my class webpage for physics class here. You're going to find all the information for the class, quizzes and assignments will be here. There's going to be another resource I'm going to go to first, which is also introduced to be the class Twitter. So here will be some information for class. I'll be sure to post links on anything that you have to do, like this very first one will be an assignment, but it'll also be just interesting facts and retweets and things. Quizzes that will be associated with the class. So some of the information we have will be given right here. So in this case, watch a speech given by President Kennedy about the space race before we begin our space race unit, and then this actually links back into the Google Classroom into a specific document that will then be the whole space race project. We'll actually come. Now let's look back into the course stream. So there we have Twitter. We also have all the materials that are added. Here's another project we're going to look at in a little bit about the electromagnetic spectrum. If we go to the classwork tab, you'll see it's broken up somewhat by topic. So if we were to look at force or motion, or here, energy is what we're going to look at for now. Within each topic will be sometimes some quizzes. I'm still developing quizzes, but here's one that'll come directly up. I've already responded to it. We have our quiz there about light and the electromagnetic spectrum. But additionally, we'll have some assignments posted here. Some of these will be just completely normal assignments like you'd always get, but this first one is a good example where we have some embedded links right in the assignment. And so we can go and see why it was so important for the United States to begin the space race. Of course, we start out with an advertisement. And so we can watch President Kennedy's speech and then give your responses directly in this page. It'll be scored as you go. Beyond that, within this classwork tab, we also something important, and that is the Google Calendar. So that'll include, of course, everything that is already assigned. You'll already have notifications for that'll show up on the stream. So there's the space race assignment due May 1st. And if we click over to May, there's a lot more going on. We have just other important dates that aren't assignments. Of course, the last day of school, very important date, but also just reminders. We don't need to do that. That I'll also be giving in class, like the vectors quiz. So even though that will not be conducted through the Google Classroom, there's still, of course, going to be a reminder here on the class calendar. Additionally, we'll see that some assignments have multiple parts. So our electromagnetic spectrum project will be coming up soon. And we start out with just kind of a resource page, just a real introduction. First of all, an introduction to the unit itself, just as far as the dates for when we're going to be having our quizzes and our labs and the test, but also learn from another expert here. Just a quick crash course into how the electromagnetic spectrum relates to astronomy, and then just a quick self-guided activity. So we're going to look at some images that you may or may not be familiar with and see how they relate to the electromagnetic spectrum. It's a very large telescope, much more familiar to every high school student here. So in addition to the introductory activity, then we have the actual assignment rather, which I won't go into more because I have that in a separate video. So this will go through the whole requirements for the class presentation. Will take about a week, including the scoring rubric, which will automatically calculate up your scores in a separate document. Well, back at the classroom page. And just a couple other things to look through. When we have the syllabus, I haven't converted these over to Google Documents. This is just an old-fashioned Word document. but have the syllabus right there. I can then get out of. And additionally, we have the invitations for people. So right now we only have a colleague of mine who took the course already, but certainly would be my students in the future. All right, thank you very much for watching the video. That is my Google Classroom.